Hey guys, Winterpass here, and today I have my Melffy tri-brigade deck profile. I uploaded the dual replay, and this build's similar. I think there's a couple cards that are different. This is also pre-Blazing Vortex, so I will have an updated profile once Blazing Vortex comes out. Also, I will be posting more replays with this, as is what I'm playing lately. I also will be having Lyralisk Brigade come up. It's probably the more meta-relevant deck, but this one's definitely more fun. So we'll go ahead and start. So we got 3 Rescue Cat. It's the best card in the deck. It just says either make Nat Beast or any rank 2 you want, or just summon 2 beasts from the deck. You really couldn't ask for more out of a card. Plus, it doesn't even have to be normal summon, so you can waste your normal summon on something else and bring it out with Frigite. Then for the Melffys, we have 3 Puppy and 3 Catty. All the Melffys share the same effect. During the end phase, you can special summon them out, and then when your opponent special summons a monster or and attacks them, you can bounce them back to the hand and do something. Catty searches a beast, and Puppy special summons a beast from the deck. On to the tri-brigade half, we have 3 Fractal, 3 Karas, and 2 Nerval. So Fractal, you can discard him to foolish any beast type monster, wing beast or beast warrior. Karas, you can discard one of those 3 types to special summon him from your hand, and then Nerval, when he's sent to the graveyard, you can summon or search a tri-brigade monster. For the other beasts, we have 2 Kalantosa. You special summon this off Puppy or Joyous Melffys and pop a card. It's not once per turn, so as many times as you can summon it is as many times as you can pop a card. And then we got 2 Alpha. This deck can actually go second pretty well because of this, and because you have beasts in the deck naturally, you can make Alpha really good, and you can bounce an entire board. And it doesn't target, so it's also a Dragoon out. And then after you use this effect, its special summon effect is not once per turn, so you can just bring it right back out, which is pretty good. And then we've got 1 Valerie Fawn and 1 Mimel. This is your Nat Beast package. Valerie Fawn is also a good top deck mid to late game because you can discard and then special summon another one out from the grave. And then Mimel, when you synchro with it, you draw a card. It is kind of a brick though. And then we have 1 Bear Statue of the Stormwinds. This is for the Simorgh. So you can summon this out, and if you're playing against Drytron or anything that's like not Virtual World, it's pretty hard to get around because it just sticks there and they can't target it. And then we have the 1 Hoppier Squadron. You can search this off Catty so that you can quick synchro during your opponent's turn and make a Herald. Hand traps, we have 3 Ash and then 3 Ghost Bell. I still like this over Meister. It's just personal preference though. Then we have, for the spells, Hide and Seek and Tag. Tag's a monster reborn from Melffys, and then Hide and Seek is the first time one of your beasts would be destroyed. It's not. And then you can send 3 beasts back to the deck with different names and draw a card. So it's a half a pot of Avarice, so it's pretty good. And these are both searchable off the Xyz monster. And then the other spells, we have the 1 Called by the Grave. Gotta try and protect your rescue as much as possible. And then we have 3 Tenki. This is just search Fractal. Fractal is 1 card play. It's like just a full house in this deck. It can do all of your plays just by itself, so searching is pretty important. And then we have 3 Obedient School. Summon 3 level 2 or lower beasts from the deck. This card is insane. It does lock you into beasts, but other than that, the card does everything you could ever want and more. Extra deck, we have 1 Shrag. Anytime on summon or when you summon a beast, wing beast, or beast warrior, you just get a non-targeting banish. It's insane. It does have a graveyard effect too, but every time you summon this, you're just pushing for game. And then we have the 1 Access Code Talker, the Rugul, and then 2 Frigite. Rugal's just here mainly for link climbing, but you can quick effect summon a beast monster during your opponent's turn. So this plus this is you can summon and then banish. So if you have like the Melffy in your hand, you can summon it off this and then banish. It's pretty good. And then Frigite, you can special summon one from your hand during your turn, and then when it's sent to the graveyard, you can draw and put one on the bottom of the deck. The last 2 link monsters are the Ancient Warriors and the Simorgh. This you summon off the tri-brigade. It's the only way you can summon it, but this could be any card you want, but I really like this. It's a good piece of interaction, and the 1 Simorgh because it's for your combos. For the synchros, we have 1 Herald and 1 Nat Beast, because you can just make this off Rescue Cat, and depending on what you're playing against, this could be GG. And then, obviously, the Herald is for the hoppier squadron play. For the Xyz monsters, we have 1 Zeus, 1 Sky Cav, 1 Ronin Raccoon Sandayu, 1 Joyous Melffys, and then 2 Melffy of the Forest. I realize this deck is not budget. We're playing Access, Code Talker, Alpha, and Zeus. But to play the deck in its best form, you're going to need those. So Sky Cav, you can just go straight to Zeus plays, or get rid of Dragoon or whatever you want with it. And then Melffy of the Forest, it searches a Melffy. And then if you have it on the board and you bounce a Melffy back to your hand during your opponent's turn, you can just blank something on the board. And then Joyous Melffys is level 2+, so you can make it with as many as you want. And then you can detach a card from it. It can attack directly, and then during your opponent's turn, you can bounce a Xyz monster you control, and special summon monsters from your graveyard equal to that monster's material. So if you have 2 Calentosa, you can, and this with 2 materials, you can bounce this, summon 2 Calentosa, and pop 2 cards. It's pretty good. That's it for the extra deck. 15 cards, no less, and we can't play anymore. Side deck, we have 1 Dark Simorgh. This is hot. This card is amazing. So if you're playing against Dogmatica, Eldritch, any kind of control deck, any deck that wants to set a card, Altergeist too, if you summon this out first turn, it's just GG. Your opponent can't set cards while this is on board. It's just cracked. And then we have the 1 Avian. So you can side this in against Virtual World or any other matchup where the barrier statue's not good. So you can just have a Omni Negate just sitting there. And then hand traps, we have 3 Lancia. This is for Virtual World, Dino, Eldritch, Also, if I've activated this in response to evenly match more times than I can count, and every time you do it, it just feels great. Then we have 3 Droll and Lockbird. This is for Drytron. Honestly, I'm considering maining this at this point. Spell and Trap removal, 1 Feather Duster, 3 Cosmic Cyclone, and then to ride at the side deck, we have 3 evenly matched. Another consideration I was thinking about for this deck was, if you wanted to, you could cut 1 card from the extra deck, probably this, maybe even the second Melffy of the Forest, to play a Union Carrier, and you could play Mist Valley Thunderbird. So you could set up an infinite negate combo if you can get to Union Carrier and Simorgh turn 1, because Simorgh will summon out Avian during the end phase, and then you use Union Carrier to equip oh god, what's its name? The Thunderbird to your Avian. So if you didn't know, Avian says you can bounce any Mist Valley card to negate something. So you bounce the Thunderbird, and when Thunderbird's bounced, it special summons itself back, so you can negate everything. It's a neat little combo, but I personally don't like it, and I don't play it, but you can if you want to. That's it for this profile. Like I said, once Blazing Vortex comes out, I will have an updated list. However, this deck is a ton of fun, especially if you have all the cards and all the expensive stuff already. It's just super fun, it's super interactive, and most of the time your opponent doesn't know what they do. And you can also sit on like Caddy and Puppy and just dirl endlessly. Sit there and do nothing, and your opponent can't kill you, which is also pretty good until you find it out. Also, the tri-brigades, you can just summon them, and if you have a ton of material in the grave, you can just make any link monster you want. It's pretty good. But that's it for the profile. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. And yeah, that's it.